In today's technological age, social media has surpassed purely entertainment purposes and crossed the threshold into a surprising drug addiction. Use of social media applications such as Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook now invoke the same responses and urges as a drug addiction would. Users will have a dopamine response, withdrawal symptoms, and even a social dependency. While Urban Dictionary simply defines dopamine as the kick-ass chemical in your brain that makes you feel and do happy things, whatever they may be, it actually controls the brain's ability to perceive reward reinforcement, meaning a high level of dopamine conditions us to repeat the actions that led to those positive feelings. Scientists often view this as a byproduct of evolution, functioning to make sure humans carry out actions needed for our survival, such as eating or reproducing. Addictive drugs have the capacity to flood the brain with up to 10 times the normal dopamine level, causing the brain to associate that drug with a positive reward and to seek it out. Similarly, likes on social media sites such as Instagram and Facebook cause individuals to exhibit a rise in dopamine levels. This occurs because dopamine is tied in with anticipation as well as positive rewards, meaning the more you seek out, the more your dopamine levels will rise. What this means for the everyday social media user is that
Decision making. Because social media provides immediate rewards with very little effort required, your brain begins to rewire itself, making you desire these stimulations, and you begin to crave more of this neurological excitement after each interaction. Sounds a little like a drug, right?
Unfortunately, the saying "what goes up must come down" applies to both drug addiction and social media dependency. In both cases, the brain has been exposed to abnormally high dopamine levels and given time to adjust to it. So the brain now views high dopamine levels as the norm instead of your body's natural homeostasis, meaning withdrawal will occur. A drug addict going through withdrawal will often experience symptoms such as anxiety, depression, and the shakes, also known in layman's terms as the jitters. The exact same can be said for frequent social media users when they are made to go off of their phones. When University of Maryland research students were asked to give up all social media for a day, including their phones and laptops, they reported experiencing severe anxiety and feelings of loneliness. While this might not be tantamount to a full-scale drug withdrawal, UMD students described relatively similar symptoms. One student was quoted saying, "Although I started the day feeling good, I noticed my mood started to change around noon. I started to feel isolated and lonely. By 2 p.m., I began to feel the urgent need to check my email, and even thought of a million ideas of why I had to. I felt like a person on a deserted island. I noted physically that I began to fidget, as if I was addicted to my iPhone and other media devices. And maybe I am." The isolation felt by the UMD students ties into the social dependency issues that many social media users experience, such as when your peers don't like your photo.
Well, freaking Janine didn't like my picture. Cool. What does that even mean? What is she doing to me?
What if no one else likes my photo? What if that was just a horrible selfie of myself?
Teens and other frequent social media users often find themselves disconnected from reality in favor of being dialed in with social media, much like a drug user escapes from reality by getting high. So, if social media and drugs are so different, then why do many people become so fully dependent on them both?